A hotel lobby slot set to 78% payout rates, a branded machine subsidizing movie studios with your losses, and a VIP lounge where prestige masks predatory mathematics. These weren't premium gaming experiences. They were captive audience exploitation disguised as convenience. This is where Vegas dealers expose the industry, where location psychology meets revenue optimization, and where your worst gambling decisions were engineered before you sat down. Let's start with the most psychologically manipulative machines on any casino floor: the near-miss slots. These machines aren't just games of chance. They're sophisticated psychological tools designed to keep you playing long after you should have walked away. Former slot technicians have confirmed what many players suspected. These machines are specifically programmed to create near-miss patterns approximately every 12 to 15 spins. When those symbols line up just one position away from a major win, your brain doesn't register it as a loss. It interprets it as almost winning. This near-miss phenomenon triggers the same dopamine response as an actual win, creating the illusion that you're getting closer to a jackpot with each spin. It's pure neurological manipulation. Your brain becomes convinced the next spin must hit because you were so close last time. But here's what dealers won't tell you. These near-miss machines typically offer return-to-player percentages between 85 to 88%, making them some of the worst odds on any casino floor. What you're really paying for isn't entertainment. It's a carefully calibrated psychological trap. Casino technicians literally program these machines to create the perfect frequency of near misses to maximize how long you'll sit there feeding in money. One former slot technician admitted they would calibrate machines to hit this sweet spot of almost winning that would keep players engaged without actually paying out. You're essentially paying premium prices for the privilege of being psychologically manipulated. The most predatory slot machines aren't even on the main casino floor. They're the ones you encounter before you get there. Airport slots and hotel lobby machines are among the industry's worst offenders, implementing what insiders call the captive audience strategy. These machines are strategically placed where players have limited options and time to kill, perfect conditions for exploitation. While main casino floors typically offer slots with return-to-player percentages between 92 to 96%, airport machines often run at a shocking 75 to 82%. That's right. You're paying a 10 to 15% convenience tax for the privilege of gambling while waiting for your flight or hotel check-in. The casinos know you're not going to comparison shop or walk to another establishment, so they have zero incentive to offer competitive odds. This practice works because of the volume game. High foot traffic means these locations don't need to attract repeat players. There's always another tired traveler with time to kill. Even more concerning, these locations often fall under different gaming jurisdictions, with looser regulatory oversight than main casino floors. One McCarran Airport employee confided that their machines consistently rank among the tightest in Nevada, yet passengers continue pumping money into them simply because they're available. Now let's talk about those massive, eye-catching progressive jackpots that dominate casino marketing. The allure is undeniable. Who wouldn't want to win life-changing money with a single spin? But these progressive jackpot machines hide a mathematical reality that would shock most players. Those giant jackpot displays are funded by taking 1 to 2% from every bet placed, dramatically reducing the base game payout percentage. While standard slot machines typically offer 95 to 96% return-to-player rates, progressive slots generally drop to 88 to 93%. You're essentially sacrificing consistent, smaller wins for the fantasy of hitting a jackpot with odds worse than being struck by lightning multiple times. What's more predatory is that many progressive machines require maximum bets to qualify for the jackpot. This forces higher risk on players who can least afford it, pushing them to bet more than they should just to qualify for the advertised prize. When you play a progressive slot, you're not really gambling in a traditional sense. You're buying an extremely expensive lottery ticket with worse odds than actual state lotteries. As one veteran dealer put it, "I watch people dump their vacation money into these machines, chasing jackpots they have virtually no mathematical chance of winning, while ignoring the machines that would at least give them a fighting chance of walking away even." Perhaps nothing exploits player psychology more effectively than branded and licensed slot machines. These games featuring your favorite movies, TV shows, or celebrities might seem more fun, but they represent some of the worst value on any casino floor. Manufacturers pay millions for these licenses, up to $20 million for popular franchises. And guess who ultimately foots that bill? That's right. You do. These licensing fees directly reduce player returns by 1 to 3% compared to generic machines. Every time you spin a Game of Thrones or Wheel of Fortune slot, you're partially subsidizing Hollywood studios instead of potential winnings. These machines masterfully use emotional manipulation to override logical gambling decisions. You choose them because you love the characters or show, not because they offer good odds. Casino dealers consistently report that these machines underperform player expectations despite their popularity. Players routinely complain about the lack of payouts while continuing to play simply because of the theme. As one dealer explained, "I've watched the same player lose thousands on a Batman machine while complaining the whole time, then reject my suggestion to try the higher paying machine right next to it because it doesn't have the Batmobile bonus feature." Your emotional connection to the theme is literally being monetized against your financial interest. Don't be fooled by the deceptive marketing of penny slots either. These machines represent some of the casino industry's most brilliant psychological pricing strategies. The penny designation creates the illusion of affordability and safety, when in reality, these machines require bets on 40 to 60 lines simultaneously, making the actual minimum cost $2 to $5 per spin. That's higher than traditional quarter machines, but with significantly worse odds. Penny slots typically offer return-to-player percentages of 86 to 90%, compared to the 92 to 96% found on higher denomination machines. The casino strategy is brilliantly simple. Get players to focus on the denomination rather than the total bet amount. You think you're gambling safely with just pennies, while actually wagering more per hour than you would on quarter machines. What makes these machines particularly insidious is the qualification scam. Many bonus features and jackpots require maximum bets to qualify, forcing higher risk on already poor odds. The mathematical breakdown is startling. Penny slots often cost more per spin than traditional higher denomination machines while offering worse returns. Casino floor managers confirm these machines are their highest profit centers precisely because players misunderstand the true cost of play. Let's address one of gambling's most persistent myths, the idea that loose slots are placed at the ends of rows or in high visibility areas. This strategy hasn't been true since the 1990s, yet it continues to influence player behavior. Modern casinos use sophisticated analytics to place their tightest machines exactly where impulse decisions are highest, near entrances, by elevators, around restaurants, and at the ends of rows. These high-visibility locations specifically target players making emotional rather than strategic choices. The psychology is simple. When you first enter a casino, you're more likely to play the first machine you see, rather than comparing odds across the floor. Casinos exploit this by placing their most profitable, lowest-paying machines in prime real estate. Modern casino management systems track every square foot for profitability, ensuring machines with the maximum house edge occupy the most valuable floor space. As one floor supervisor confided, "We laugh when people walk past dozens of identical machines to play the one at the end of the row, thinking they've outsmarted us. That machine often has a 2 to 3% worse return than the ones in the middle." The reality is that modern casinos are using data analytics to place machines with scientific precision, and player misconceptions only help their bottom line. Finally, let's expose the myth of the VIP high-limit machines. The prestige and exclusivity of these rooms create a powerful illusion that you're getting better odds or special treatment by playing higher denomination games. The mathematical reality: many high-limit machines maintain the same or worse house edge than their main floor counterparts. What changes in these rooms isn't the odds. It's the volatility and psychological pricing. Larger bets on high-volatility machines can drain bankrolls faster than lower denomination play, creating more dramatic swings without improving your chances. Casino managers understand that players automatically assume expensive equals better, but the programming and mathematics don't change with location or minimum bet requirements. VIP hosts privately acknowledge that these rooms often house essentially the same games with inflated minimums and identical programming. The true value proposition isn't better odds. It's the psychological satisfaction of exclusivity and status. One dealer who worked both main floors and VIP rooms admitted, "We give high rollers free drinks and meals because we know the math guarantees we'll get it all back plus much more. The machines in the high-limit room aren't any looser. We just treat you better while they take your money." These 7 machine types represent billions in casino profits built on player misconceptions and psychological manipulation. The house edge isn't just mathematical. It's engineered through placement, programming, and prestige psychology. Knowledge is your only defense against machines designed to exploit human nature. Play smart or don't play at all.